Hey, what is up, everybody? This is the Great Puckettini coming at you on behalf of PuckettFanShop.com. And over at PuckettFanShop.com, that's my website. And what we do is we put dog designs on all kinds of products, from stickers to socks to shirts, anything you can think of. We put our dog designs on it. And if you're over there looking and you want something we don't have, send me a message and I'll try the best I can to add it. You know, whether it's a new dog breed or maybe you want an apron or a shower curtain or something with that dog design on it, hit me up, send me a message. I'd love to do business with you. We also do custom orders. You know, if you have a dog, your dog looks a little bit different than the breed picture we have, hit me up about it. You know, the Australian Shepherd on my website is actually my dog that we made, and is one of our top sellers, you know. And several of the other dogs are from custom orders too, from some of my customers. So if you'd like a custom one done, hit me up and we'll do it. I'll try to make you a good deal. So go check that out if you can, PuckettFanShop.com. Now, what I'm doing today though is I'm breaking down the Dallas Cowboys 4th round draft pick, Jake Ferguson. And Jake Ferguson is a 6'5", 244-pound tight end from Wisconsin. The Wisconsin Badgers. Now, when I break down a player, the first thing I do, some of you guys probably heard me say this a lot, is I look at their size and speed, because there are prototype sizes and speeds at every position in the NFL. You know, these are prototype size. This is what the ones that have been good, there's an average size and speed, you know. So the prototype size for an NFL tight end is 6'4", 253 pounds, and they run about a 4.78 40. Okay, 6'4", 253, 4.78 40. Ferguson is 6'5", and he weighs 244 pounds, which is, you know, about 8 pounds, 9 pounds smaller than the prototype. So he's right on it. And he runs a 4.8 140. So he is right there on the prototype size and speed. Another good one. Okay, now, so, you know, like I was telling you, Ferguson has prototype size and speed for an NFL tight end. Now, next thing I do after I look at their physical size and his prototype size and speed, I look at his to see if he had production in college. Because if he didn't have production in college, it's going to be hard to have production in the NFL, because we're going to be playing a lot better players. So his 21 stats last year at Wisconsin, he had 46 catches for 450 yards and 3 touchdowns. So if you average that out, he averaged about 11 yards a catch in his career with Wisconsin. That's over his whole career. I looked at the whole career. He had 46 catches just last season. Now, Dalton Schultz of the Cowboys, you know, I think they franchise tagged him, if I'm not mistaken. He averaged 10.4 yards per catch this last season, just to compare that. So Ferguson averaged more yards per catch in college, though, than Schultz did. So I see a lot of similarities in the two. Okay, now, so we see Ferguson is prototype size and speed. He's got good production at Wisconsin. Now let's look at what I saw on film. Like I say, some of you guys have been wondering, what do you know about film? Well, I coached, you know, high school football in Arkansas as a head varsity coach. I coached football for 15 years, so, and I've had a lot of players play college, talked to a lot of college recruiters, and I know what I'm talking about. I've been around football a long time. So I watched his 2021 highlights on YouTube. You know, I saw him, they used him a lot in the slot as a stand-up slot receiver. You know, so I saw him playing the slot a lot, and I saw him make a lot of contested catches. You know, and a lot of traffic. He made a lot of catches in the middle of the field. He's a good runner after the catch. He can break tackles, and he does not go down easy. Okay, so he's a good runner after the catch. He catches the ball with his hands. He's not a body catcher. Catch with his hands. You know, he's 6'5". It's a big catch radius for Dak. You know, he has a quick release off the ball. He gets off the ball quick. He's like a receiver. And you watch him a lot of times, he'll get off faster than the receivers. He has good speed on the run after the catch as well. So, you know, after the catch, you see him, he can outrun people. He can break tackles. I mean, he's good, has a good run after the catch. He adjusts to the ball well. You know, you see him adjusting his body, getting his feet in bounds. You know, he has a big catch radius. You don't have to hit him right in the chest for him to catch the ball. You know, his big catch radius. He catches the ball with his hands well. A lot of times they line him up, like I said, as they do a 3 receiver set, and he would be that innermost receiver. It would be a stand up, and he's getting off the ball quicker than the receivers are a lot of times. He gets down the middle of the field very well, whether he's an inline tight end or he's in the slot. He gets down the field in the middle of the field. Does a good job of that, He has really good hands. He makes a lot of really tough catches I saw in his highlights. And also, he can take a hit and hold on to the ball. I saw him make some catches and get hit pretty good, and he hung on to it. So he can take a hit. He's a big tough Wisconsin kid. This Wisconsin Badgers usually pretty tough. And but when I watch him, he's similar to Schultz. He's not a big inline tight end. He's a big bulky blocker. He can get out and run and play in open space. He's in that same mold as Schultz is. So how will he fit in? Dalton Schultz will be our bell cow tight end. He's like our second leading receiver last year, I think. And the Cowboys also have Jeremy Sprinkle, who is from Arkansas, he's from Pine Bluff, Arkansas, and played at Arkansas, who I think is really good as well. So I think they got Schultz and Sprinkle are 2 good tight ends. But I think Sprinkle is more of an inline tight end than playing in the slot. So I think Sprinkle is a little bit different of a mold than Schultz and Ferguson. And then I put Ferguson in there with those two. I think he's, Ferguson is not better than Schultz right now, clearly. But I think he's more in that mold of Schultz. Cowboys run that 12 personnel a lot too, which is a 1 back, 2 tight end personnel system. And they do that almost 50% of the time. So they really need, so using 2 tight ends over 50% of the time to play at one time. So you really need 4 on your roster at least that can get in there and play. So I think he definitely makes the team and should battle for playing time with Sprinkle. Just depends on the system they're using, what personnel they're using at the time. Definitely be backup to Schultz if they're using the tight end to split out, for sure. I would have no trouble splitting him out in the slot, Now, I have my notes here that I would put Ferguson in the slot before Sprinkle and use Sprinkle as an inline tight end before I use Ferguson, if that makes sense. So if I need a set where tight end is going to be lined up in line next to the tackle with his hand down, I would use Sprinkle. If I was going to split him out, I'd use Ferguson. Now Ferguson can play in line too. I saw him. Didn't seem blocked much, but he did play in line some at Wisconsin. Now, in my opinion, I think Jake Ferguson is a playmaker for sure. You need playmakers at every position. He'll be a good replacement for Schultz next season if the Cowboys can't get Schultz signed. They had to franchise tag him. And I'm telling you, Ferguson is a lot like Schultz. I think, like I said earlier, I think he'll definitely make the team and get some playing time this season. He'll come in and rest Schultz, and they may use him in some of those 2 tight end sets. A lot of teams will be watching for Schultz, and you could bootleg and come back over to Ferguson. He's a good player, good tight end. He fits that mold of Schultz. He should be able to come in and take Schultz's place and be able to do about the same thing he does. So that's all I got. But I think the Cowboys made another great pick with Jake Ferguson. I think he's going to do good. I think they made another good selection. So that's all I got. But if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the Great Puckettini channel. I post videos on here on the Dallas Cowboys and Arkansas Razorbacks. Also go check out PuckettFanShop.com. See if we got anything over there you might like. If we don't, hit me up. I can add breeds. I can add different products. Just send me a message. We do some deals, do some business. Some business. All right, that's all I got. Like I said, until next time, I'll see you guys later. How about them Cowboys? Go Cowboys. Go Hogs, go. See y'all later.